Why do paid advertising campaigns fail? Mistake number one, you're trying to sell to strangers. These people don't know you. These people don't trust you. These people don't recognize you. So you're trying to get them to buy something from you, and they're being actually bombarded by all these other products, and you're just another one in the midst of millions of them trying to get them to buy. So it doesn't really work like that. Cold traffic, meaning people that don't know you, converts the lowest, always. If you're trying to just build relationships with people and all you're doing is trying to get them to buy your product and you're not giving them value, that's basically trying to build cold traffic into sales. And it's always harder to convert. Here's how you fix it. You create content, lots of it, and then you build audiences of video viewers, people that are consuming your content, engaged users, people that are engaging with your content, meaning that they are commenting, they're watching it, they're liking it, they're sharing it. You're trying to actually get them to start connecting with your content, and then you start building website visitors. In the advertising world, in the marketing world, advertising is just like the wine. It's just like cigars. They get better with time. The more time passes, if it's properly taken care of, the better it gets with time. There's a thing called a pixel. A pixel is a code that Meta, Google, TikTok allows you to put inside your website. And that code gives data back to the platform. And that data allows the platform to help you find your ideal audience. And with time, it gets better, also known as seasoned. With time, it improves the ability to help you find the correct audience. On the first year of your brand, if you put $1 million in advertising on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Google, on LinkedIn, and so on, if you generate $1 million in revenue, I will call that. Is that a failure? I will call that success. And now you're saying, but Manuel, wait a second. I actually spent a lot of money on advertising, and I actually have to include the cost of goods sold, the inventory, the software, the tools, the humans working on my account, payroll. I have to include all of that. Well, I lost a lot of money, right? You absolutely did lose a lot of money. That is the reality of the advertising world. You have to invest to first get data and to first get consumers to start utilizing your products. When people start the advertising game and they say to themselves, I want to spend $100 and I need it to bring me $1,000 in revenue. This is what leads to disappointment, to failure, and to overall meltdown and giving up on the building of a brand. The way you want to look at it to be realistic is, if you believe in your product, you need to get people to trust you and start buying from you, even if it means you're losing money. In today's environment, you need to understand that the first year, or maybe even the second year, it's not about profit. It's not about making money. It's not about buying yourself gold brick bars or silver coins. It's about being able to get data and get your products utilized and get this social media world to start knowing that you exist so people can start using your products, and the pixel, the codes that you're putting on the websites, start getting data about who your ideal customers are. Mistake number two, your message is not clear. If you can't understand in 3 seconds who this is for, what you get, and why it matters, you get out of that. You keep going. As simple as that. I go through it all the time. You go through it all the time. It has to be clear from the start. It kills the conversion. The fix, you got to make your message instantly obvious. The faster someone thinks this is for me, this solves my problem, the faster they move forward. You apply this, you're going to be able to be profitable a lot faster than many people out there, the most. Example, something that you don't do. On this case over here, it says experience deeper rest with our premium sleep solution. Designed with advanced comfort technology to help you relax, recharge, and wake up feeling refreshed. Upgrade your nightly routine and discover the difference for yourself. Shop now. I have no idea what these people are doing. I don't know what they're trying to sell me. I don't get it. I am done. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Now this one, struggling to fall asleep because your mind won't shut off? This 1.5 pound weighted sleep mask applies gentle, even pressure to help reduce anxiety and induce deeper sleep naturally. I already know exactly what this thing is trying to do. It's a sleep mask, it's 1.5 pounds, it's gonna give me some pressure, it's gonna help me reduce anxiety, it's gonna help me sleep naturally. I love that. It is communicating what the end result is all about. What is it that I'm going to get if I decide to invest in this? This one, it's just aesthetic, it's just pretty, cute. It's not gonna help me get people on board. Mistake number 3, your offer isn't strong enough. Traffic won't fix weak offers. If the outcome isn't compelling, ads amplify what's not working. Meaning that if the outcome is not something that I really, really, really want, the ads are just gonna make that louder. And you're gonna spend a lot of advertising dollars in exchange for nothing. And you're gonna be wondering to yourself, wait a second, I spent $25,000 and I got $1,000 in sales. That is a campaign that's gonna lead to the disappearance of your business. So you have to make sure that the result, the outcome is very visible from the beginning. Well, this is a very important subject. What is an offer? An offer is a specific result you promise to a specific person in exchange for money, for that particular person. How is that different than an ad? An ad gets attention, an offer makes the sale. If the offer is not good enough, the ad doesn't do its purpose. So these two work in tandem. The ad needs to get the person to watch the offer. How do you fix something like this? You make the offer outcome focused and specific. You don't describe what you do. You define the result they get. Define that result. I'm gonna give you an example here. What's a weak offer? Local fitness gym in Miami. We offer personal training, group classes, and nutrition coaching. Why this is weak? This is just a description. It has no urgency, it has no differentiation, and it has no clear outcome. Just a description. Now, let's compare that with the other side of it, a strong offer. For busy professionals in Miami, lose 15 pounds in 90 days without spending hours in the gym or giving up the foods you love. I love that. I want to do that. Who doesn't want to lose 15 pounds without spending hours in the gym or giving up the food that they love? That's the outcome that I'm looking for. Why does this work better? It is specific for the person. It talks to that person. Specific frustration, specific outcome, time frame, and removes the objection of like, I don't want to be on a diet. I don't want to be working out all the time. It's actually handling that right from the offer right there. Mistake number 4, you have no nurture system. Nurture is just like a mom takes care of his baby or her baby and feeds it and gives it baths and changes the diapers and so on. When you have a person coming into your world, a prospect, a human being, a phone number, an email, you need to nurture it. You need to feed it information. You need to take care of it. You need to pay attention to that prospect and educate them and inspire them and give them the information that's going to lead them to a conversion. That's called nurturing. And that happens through emails, through text messages, through phone calls, through one-on-one, individual, or even bulk contacts consistently to that particular person. Here's what most people do. They do an ad that takes them to a sales page and then they ask them to buy now. This keeps the entire process of building trust. And that trust happens through this thing that we like to call value. Value, information that's going to change how that person feels about you because you gave them something in exchange for nothing. Before someone gives you money, they need to be familiar with you, they need to be confident about you, and they need to have certainty that you can actually help them in exchange for that money. If they don't have some sense of trust, they won't buy from you. And that's the thing that we're trying to compensate. We're trying to actually fix at that particular point of that journey. You want to build trust before you sell. But how do you do that? Publish value consistently. Every day, put value out there. Educate your market. You do this through emails, through text messages, through social media communications, through one-on-one contacts, through phone calls. That's the reality of the game. Give something valuable for free. You take something that is taking you a lot of energy to create and to build. For example, I put a lot of energy in my training, in my courses. I give a lot of it for free, like what I'm doing to you right now. Capture contact information, follow up regularly. This is how you build trust. Because the people that have been on my lines for many years, they now know that I'm an expert in the subject of marketing. And if I wanted to give them advice on the subject of marketing, they stop and they listen because they believe in my advice and they believe that what I say has value. You got to get them to the point in which they trust you. Mistake number 5, you didn't test the message first. Before spending money, you can ask yourself, did this message get engagement organically? Did people comment on that message? Did people ask questions? Is it producing interest? Are people actually looking for more information about that subject? If not, why would paid traffic be different? If you have followers and nobody's engaging with it, that is your greatest survey you could ever do. If you posted and nobody cares about it, why would you amplify something that nobody cared about? It's just going to be less care at scale. If you had 1,000 followers and people did not comment, if you have 100,000 people see that video or that comment or that content, it's going to be just an amplification of something that did not work already. So you have to make sure that you are testing your message first with the organic content opportunities. You take something that is an offer or an ad and you post it as content. You watch the engagement. You read the comments. You notice what people respond to. And based on that, you now amplify, put energy behind your paid advertising that actually created some organic response. Organic meaning you did not pay to put it out in front of people. Mistake number six, you don't understand your audience deeply enough. You're talking to everybody. You know what they say? If you speak to everyone, you're speaking to no one. So you got to make sure that you understand who your audience is because most people are not interested in what you have to sell. Talking to them is very important. If you don't know their pain, their fears, their objections, your advertising campaigns will not connect with them. You got to know exactly what they're struggling with. You got to study your markets before you sell to them. Use things like AI, like ChatGPT, like Gemini, and so on to really understand who your audience is with deep conversations, with deep research, so then you can cater to these people that are looking for your help. Read comments, study reviews, pay attention, notice the exact words people use. The better you understand them, the better your ads will convert.